back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my birthday like makeup, like my actual birthday makeup. My hair is not styled by any means. I just installed the wig and parted it. I'm trying to figure out how I want my hair anyway, but it's definitely blonde, so we went blonde. We went blonde for my birthday. So I'm super excited. So I think I'm gonna start with just a little bit of skincare. Something new. So let me do my eyebrows real quick. And I also have to dermaplane my face because I forgot to do that. We're like doing all types of wrong here, because you should not be doing all of this like right before you do your makeup, but I'm doing it. I've done it multiple times before. Doesn't make it right, but I've done it. I've been okay. Worst case scenario is your skin's just a little sensitive, but other than that, you'll be fine. At least me, I'm usually fine. And that was back when I used to dermaplane my face once a month. Now I do it once every like couple months, so that way I can like have my whole face, like I can see it visibly brighter. I don't know, I prefer my skin to look bright and clear and everything, but I feel like also my skin looks super light. I think it's because of this lighting, but well, obviously because of this lighting, and then the hair is not helping. But in real life, like my skin isn't that, like my skin isn't super light. But I just thought I would throw that out there. Oh my goodness, little piece of fuzz. But this is probably one of the best installs that I've done in a little while, and I don't know, maybe I'm just getting better at what I do, or I don't know, because it's the same products. I just think I'm getting better, which obviously like you want growth, so I'm excited. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like this brow was just abnormally long. Like it was no reason for it to be that long. Sometimes I'm like, like I want to try something new. Like today, I was like, well, yesterday, I told myself I was not going to go to Ulta to get the stuff that I actually needed that stuff. And I was like, I'm not gonna go and get it because I was like, I just don't need to. Y'all, I got up this morning and I was like, I can't use my stuff because I'm scared it's going to crease. Like the method that I wanted to use was gonna crease, I was scared it was gonna crease. And then the method that I was using before, like with the e.l.f. putty primer, so if you use those, like if you have never bought them, don't even buy them because they're so dry. And it's like, I thought they were gonna be a dupe for the MAC paint pots. And I mean, I've never used a paint pot, but the paint pots look creamy. Like they look creamy enough to like, obviously like blend, like they're not dry on your skin to where it's like they're crumbling. You can't really get them out of the pot. So those are like that. And I didn't know that until after I bought them, and then I started seeing the reviews. And then I was like, well, maybe I can work with it because I can work with the products, okay? I can work with products. That one I couldn't work with. It was making me so upset to like even try to work with them because it was just too dry. Like it just didn't work. So They were like $6, $5 or $6. They're like, go spend your money on something else because they're not it. Even if you see them at TJ Maxx, I think they're there for like $3. No, they're not worth it. They really aren't. I just put some of my what is it called? My moisturizer on, but because I have a pimple right there, I mean it's pretty much gone, but not that bad. It's for hair. This is the Creme Shop Wet Acne Daily Moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid and salicylic acid, and then they have a serum that matches with it, and it has vitamin C in it, but I didn't put the serum on because I just don't feel like putting the serum on today. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't like doing that. But today we're gonna start with the eyes. I spot cleaned my makeup brushes yesterday, so they're cleaner than what they were, but they're not like brand new clean. So if you're looking for a tutorial with like squeaky clean brushes, you're not getting it here. I'm just letting you know that now, like in case you have any questions. It's not happening. This is not the channel for you. If you want, like, I do clean my brushes, don't get me wrong, but like if I'm recording a makeup tutorial, I'm not going to clean my brushes just for that occasion. Like, and I know some people do that, but like, and I used to be like, oh, I want my brushes to always be clean. I don't understand why YouTubers use like dirty brushes all the time, but to be honest, it's tiring trying to clean brushes. So I'll do it when I'm up to doing it, but like I'm not gonna force myself to scrub all these brushes, because it's different if you have like a handful of brushes and like that's what you're working with. But like I feel like I probably have like 60 brushes at this point, at least 60 brushes. I don't have time to clean 60 brushes, so I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself. But I am gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut to prime my lid before anyone says anything, because I'm going to pull out the Juvia's Place primer, but I'm only using that to cut my crease. I'm not using that as like a full primer. I'm not using that for any of it, but I'm just letting y'all know, like I know I could have used it, but I choose not to, because one, I need my eyelid to match what what the rest of my face is gonna be. Well, this one is a little light, but I want it to be brighter because I do have pigmented lids. They're not super pigmented and they're not as dark as they used to be, but they're definitely still pigmented, so I just do it that way. And although this this concealer sets itself, I'm still going to lightly set it because I'm trying to make sure that I have the best base for this. I'm gonna use, do I even want to set it? No, I don't have to set it. You can set it, but I realize I don't have an actual translucent powder. I don't have one of those. I just have like regular like color powder that's like either in my shade or like banana or something like that. So we're going to use the Cara Duo palette in the shade Like Total. In the palette is called Like Totally. It is a complete pink palette. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna put this in a time lapse because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be doing it. I know it's gonna be pink, but in a cut crease, but that's about it. So I will see y'all. I will come back and talk to y'all, I guess, when I'm doing the base. All right, so I finished doing like the eye part minus like the liner and the lashes, all that. So, this is a little nerve-wracking because I didn't know how this was gonna turn out, and I didn't practice the look, nothing. So don't ever do a look like that. If you never practice it, don't do it. I need to put some lightening strips on. but I think I'll be okay. So I'm going to prep my skin using I'm gonna put the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer on because I do want your skin to be super smooth. And this is one of my favorite ones to use. And I'm just pressing it into my skin. Is this glue or is concealer? I'm just gonna press it into like my ear, like the areas where like it isn't smooth half the time. Or like if you have pores, something. Y'all, I don't even have to contour my forehead because I done cut my forehead in half. This is what happens when you don't have a forehead to begin. Like, you have a good sized forehead, but like you like cut it with a pencil. Or you having no forehead. Nothing. So I do that. I'm gonna put on this gripping primer, the e.l.f. Jelly Pop, the Dew Primer, Jelly Pop Dewy Primer. I feel like they come out with this like several times. Like they have the watermelon one, like this is, I think this is the watermelon one. They have the watermelon one, they have like, any of like their gripping primers is really good. The one from Heart Candy is really good as well. But like if that's not the vibe you're going for, if you don't know how to use a gripping primer, it's okay. I'm gonna put on my grandma actually gave me this, the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Pure Gold. And I'm just gonna put it on this brush and just dot it on the center of my face and just blend, because I really like this. Like, I love this technique of like putting highlighter underneath it. I know it's such like a dated technique to do because I mean people don't do this. Like I remember this is the equivalent of using like the Becca it's like using, I was trying to hear right there what you were saying, but this is the equivalent of using the Becca Backlight Filter Primer. And I mean, I love that primer. I have that one, but this is so much better. So much better for like if you're my skin tone or darker. Like, and I want to say they sell these still at Ulta. I know they definitely still sell them at on the NYX website and everything. You just gotta like look, just actually like look for it. They also sell it on Amazon. So if you're already on Amazon and you're doing this, you're like, oh, like I need to make a purchase anyway, just throw it in there. No one's judging you. I'm not judging you because I'm always on Amazon. But that's gonna be our base. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm actually gonna start on concealer. Normally I wouldn't, because I would be like, I don't want to start on it. But I'm gonna start on concealer today because I just feel like I just need to. Like, I don't need to, but I really want to. I want to clean this up so I can see what we're working with. So that's what I do. I use the shade Deep Cinnamon. I still love that shade. That is a beautiful shade. For me, it is my skin tone. So, like my actual skin tone. So I absolutely love it. Love this shade. Because I just needed a color that was just going to actually just conceal. But I wanted to make sure these were sharp. I still have glitter on my face, which is okay. Like, I'm not concerned about it. Just as long as it's not like full glitter. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. So before I thought I was going to use the NARS foundation just because I wanted to feel bougie, but I don't know which one I want to use. Like, this is really light and liquidy, but I don't know, I just really want to use my Oma Beauty one, which should be no surprise if you've seen any of my makeup tutorials. Well, I don't know if I've used this on here, But in real life, I use this all the time. It's the IRL, what is it called? The IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. I'm in the shade T3 Brown Sugar. I love it. Then I also have this Morphe sponge. It is a microfiber sponge, which I thought was so cool. I feel like because it's drying, like it says it gives a very natural look, which I could agree. This is very natural. I'm definitely having to use a little more product, not a lot, because normally I use like 2 pumps, but this is going on like 2.5 pumps. So just letting you know, if you are a, like, I'm trying to think, if you're someone who's like, hey, like I like really natural like foundations, and there's days where I gravitate towards that, and I'm just like, give me the most light coverage foundation and I'm good. But some days, like today, I want more full coverage, but it's not absorbing so much to where I'm just like, it doesn't work. Like, and that's just me. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna absorb a whole bunch. And I don't see it leaving patches, which is good. It's definitely like blending the foundation well enough, and it definitely left me with that radiant glow. Like, I definitely feel like a chocolate Barbie today. Like, I feel like a chocolate Barbie, and that was my goal. This was my whole look of like, let me do this, let me do that. I just want to be very transparent with y'all. I still have texture on my skin, which is fine with me because I'm like, nobody's skin is gonna be perfect. But in case anyone thought that, because like, I mean, I can make it look like I have close to no texture on my skin or very slight texture. Like, I don't have a lot, but I do have about a normal amount of texture on my skin. It's not a lot, but it's not a little bit either. Like, it's not I'm not someone who has like super smooth skin by any means, but I am someone who has, I don't want to say mastered, but I've done pretty well at knowing how to conceal it, like how to hide it. And I feel like some people, like, you can look really good, like look like you have like super perfect skin with no makeup on, or especially if you do like super glowy makeup, and it's fine. And like, there's no like shade to anyone who does this. Like, sometimes I do this and I'll like do like super light makeup because like it's not going to stick to your pores. Like, it's not going to stick to any texture or anything like that. You don't have to worry about it. But there are some times where you're just like, okay, this is too much, or whatever. Like, you'll know your limit, or like, hey, like, it's making it look like my texture is way worse, or it's emphasizing your texture, whatever. I just always keep in mind that, like, this ring light, if you have a ring light, you will always look like you have no texture on the ring light until you look at yourself in person. But then on the ring light, on the flip side, when you look at yourself in person on the ring light, like while you're using the ring light, you see every little imperfection because it brightens it to where you can see everything. So I want people to keep that in mind when they're like looking, when they're like either watching my videos or anything. Like, I promise you, like, the ring light is like, it washes out things quite a bit. And then on top of that, you have like you in person trying to like correct everything. So of course, if you're correcting things that you normally would in person, your skin is gonna look really flawless on camera. It always will. Like, I'm just gonna let you know, your skin will always look super flawless on camera, but it may not look as flawless in person. I like to do makeup that is going to be beautiful and flawless in person as well as on camera, as well, you know, in pictures, everything. I need to like put this back. I was supposed to use a pink clip to like go with the whole theme, but we're not doing all that. I don't even feel like trying to find it. It's probably somewhere in my bag, but I probably should have clipped this back earlier. This is how you know you got a good install, when you can do all of this. Whoa, I almost put out my whole drawer. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild banana powder. Even though we're doing a dewy makeup look, I still want my under eyes to be very smooth. And I don't care how out of style like this gets, I just like it. It smooths everything, like absolutely everything. And then I have a whole nother powder to try today because I got the one from Sephora. So I'm super happy with it. I have the Sephora Micro Smooth powder to put all over my face. Like, I'm so happy. Like, this look is coming together. You know, like when you have a look in your head and you're like, this is gonna be good, and then like it just doesn't turn out that way. That's what I was thinking this was gonna be, but it's not. Like, it's looking really good, and I'm so happy. Like, y'all can't tell me that this doesn't look fabulous. Like, it looks great. I think I'm gonna curl my hair today. I was gonna leave it straight, but I'm feeling like curling it. So I got it in the shade Hazelnut. One thing that I do like about this powder so far is like it's a great color match for me if I just wanted to wear like a tinted moisturizer and throw this on, or if I wanted to wear like something, I don't know, if I just wanted to wear something super light that day. What is on my nose? Oh, I brush hair. Great. But like, this is what I love about it. Like, this is just gorgeous. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, this is me on a daily basis. Like, not on a daily basis, but like on a mostly daily basis. I just need to let the product melt into my skin because I want it to still look like skin. I just want it to just like you gotta work with it. But so far these products aren't like crazy. They're just, you just gotta like breathe, calm down, not hype yourself up. Or like hype yourself up, but like don't like work yourself up. Definitely don't work yourself up over it, but like definitely, I have like a glitter at the edge of my nose. Not good. But y'all see how like I use the NYX Bear With Me spray. I don't really use it as a priming spray anymore. I use when you're using a setting spray. I just don't like it for that anymore. I had a whole lip combo that I really liked. I don't even know where it is. I was using one of the NYX Butter Gloss. I want to say it's a bit of honey, but I feel like a bit of honey might be a little too much. So I might use like Madeline. But I need a base. Like I need like a good like, base lipstick. I'm trying to find it. Okay. I think I have the lip combo that I'm going to use. Maybe I didn't even use the glitter. So I kind of want to do like a black liner and then do a like wing liner. I need to put the lid back on my base. Oh, this Juvia's primer, like eye base. I was like, sorry y'all, I just kicked the whole ring light. But the primer base is really good. Like, it's pretty good. Not pretty good, but I mean, I've only tried it once, so it seems really good to me. Got it in the shade 2. Ooh. So, oh my goodness, I keep dropping everything. I think I want to put a white liner on it, but like do a black liner and then a white liner on top. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. So let me finish up my bronzer, well, my base, So I'm gonna go in with this bronzer because I don't want it to be too dark. So this is what I'm going with. We gotta put blush on. Part of me wants to use the pink blush. Like, let's just use the pink one. Let's just keep with the pink theme. I very rarely use the pink one. But yeah, I very rarely use it. But it's really pretty. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the orange, like tone it down. So it's not like so vivid. But I'll have this. And then I'm going to put on some highlight because y'all already know, like, I have to have a good highlight. Go in with Zara from the Juvia's Place palette. We're just gonna do this and a little bit of this. I always do them like 2 different ways, but like, it's just how my face is shaped. Like, okay. As long as it looks good to you, you do it. Like, that's just me. Like, do what makes you happy, because like, when it comes to your makeup, just do what makes you happy. You don't have to do it like everybody else does. Don't want to use nutmeg or toast. No. Let's do cocoa. Well, let's sharpen it first because it's definitely dull, but somebody else had to come here, but I don't know who. But okay, so I used the shade Cocoa, and then even though I know my face isn't done, like, first we're gonna do this Cocoa with the shade Taunt. Yeah, Taunt in the middle. Ooh, this is cute with Madeline on top. Y'all. You gotta keep the lips pretty neutral with this, but like a pink nude. Okay, let's do some liner. Okay. Your girl is nowhere near ready. I mean, I'm supposed to be gone in like 4 hours, so it's super early, but I could have been done earlier. Just saying. Could have been done earlier. And I was so distracted by my cousin's birthday. I was just like, why get ready? I don't have a, I have to have a black liner. It's not just that little one. I think I don't. A liner pen, but like I don't have. Oh, there it is. I was like, I thought I had one, but I guess not. So, ooh, I'm glad I looked because I was gonna put the liquid liner over here. Oh, this tight lining. I used to not be able to do this at all. I know one girl that I used to go to school with, she would close her eyes and go straight across. Not me. You have to be careful it's like not getting it in your eye, but when you have contacts in, you're not gonna really feel it. I'm just gonna do my wings real quick. Oh my goodness, this wing is just not giving. I try not to pull my eye, but like, I need to sometimes. Because I feel like it's a little too much. I'll take a liner, white liner for a different one because they did like a thick line. And I'm not trying to do a thick liner. I'm trying to, because I'm gonna have to use these lashes. So I did trim them a little bit. I'm gonna use these lashes. These are from, Lonnie's Closet. She, like, the bonnet that y'all saw me in my vlog with, like, those are her bonnets. So I bought her lashes and I was using them in the shade Baddie. I have little eyes, so I had to trim them, but if you don't have little eyes, you are good to go. Like, you don't have, you could just pop them on. I just have tiny eyes, so let me get this. My head is like hurting. Kids, don't have carpal tunnel if you can help it. That's my tip for today. But I'm going to put my e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara on my lashes. Well, obviously on my lashes. I'm trying to decide if I want to do something to my lower lash line because I feel like it's a little bare, but like it's kind of cute because it doesn't have everything on it. I'm gonna put these were originally 25mm lashes. I just can't wear them. Like, I can't wear them. I can't wear them that long because, when, like I said, I have little eyes. I make my eyes look bigger with these lashes, but like, I mean, like with makeup and stuff, but like, my eyes are so small that it's not, like, it's not even funny. Good times and good vibes. Woo! I'm so excited. Like, this is looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna show my mom and then I'll be right back.